2024 is shaping up to be the ultimate year for anime. From some of the best intros ever made to blockbuster-worthy episodes, there's no doubt that 2024 is dominating with fierce competition. Studios are delivering true masterpieces, one after another. Get ready for a year filled with finesse and pure art. Kicking off our list with a resounding boom, we have Solo Leveling, which in my humble opinion, unequivocally earns an S rank. It stands shoulder to shoulder with giants like Jujutsu Kaisen, One Punch Man, and My Hero Academia without a moment's hesitation. While the path to reaching the legendary status of One Piece, Bleach, and Naruto remains a considerable journey, Solo Leveling firmly establishes itself as a must-watch experience for anyone who has yet to venture into its captivating world. The anime adaptation is a masterpiece, a true testament to fidelity and quality. The fluidity of the animation and the precision of the choreography in every action sequence are simply breathtaking. Each episode is a punch to the gut, a relentless surge of adrenaline, teeming with twists and turns that grip the viewer from beginning to end, especially for those experiencing this work for the first time. The power system is inventive and captivating, and the premise of Solo Leveling evokes the idea of a reverse isekai, a role reversal that adds an extra layer of originality. However, Solo Leveling's true magnificence lies in something that transcends epic battles and power escalations. It is Jinwoo's personal and spiritual development that grants the narrative unparalleled depth. He stands as an example of how an anime protagonist should act in the face of adversity, demonstrating an astuteness and insight that sets him apart from characters like Goku or Luffy, even evoking the shrewdness of Light Yagami, but with an even more vast arsenal of skills. If the season had graced us with more episodes, Solo Leveling would have carried 2024 on its back, without a doubt. A work that unreservedly deserves the title of S tier. Wrong way to use healing magic. A tier 1 know what you're thinking, perhaps even rolling your eyes, but hear me out on this one. Wrong way to use healing magic genuinely deserves a solid A tier. Nestled comfortably among shows like The Devil is a Part-Timer and Konosuba, this series proves that an isekai can be done right, even when it leans into familiar tropes. While many isekais released in 2024 showed glimmers of potential, they often stumbled due to an over-reliance on cliches that just wouldn't completely dissipate. Wrong Way, however, manages to rise above the noise. What truly sets this series apart is its ingenious use of healing magic as the central theme and the focal point of the protagonist's journey. Healers are traditionally relegated to the role of support characters, passively enabling the heroes from the sidelines. Here, however, they are thrust into the spotlight, taking center stage and dictating the narrative. Ken's personal growth and rigorous training, reminiscent of Naruto's arduous path to Sage Mode, are compelling and satisfying to witness. The animation is consistently clean and polished, a visual treat that enhances the overall viewing experience. And although the plot still possesses significant room to expand and deepen, offering tantalizing possibilities for future seasons, we can confidently award this series a vote of confidence and a well-deserved A-tier placement on this list. It's a fun, engaging, and surprisingly innovative take on the isekai genre. The Apothecary Diaries, S tier, what an absolute masterpiece. The Apothecary Diaries unquestionably deserves a coveted S tier designation. While perhaps not reaching the same dizzying heights as Death Note in terms of sheer, mind-bending mystery, this anime skillfully and elegantly weaves together elements of mystery, romance, and slice of life, excelling in all these aspects. The narrative introduces us to a rich tapestry of diverse cultures, breathtaking and vibrant settings, and intricate political intrigues that constantly keep you on the edge of your seat. Mao is an utterly fascinating and compelling protagonist, with her unparalleled medicinal wisdom inherited from her esteemed apothecary father. Her unconventional desire to experiment with poisons, driven by a relentless curiosity, makes her a truly unique and memorable character. Furthermore, her keen insight and sharp deductive reasoning quickly elevate her to the de facto status of an imperial detective, unraveling complex mysteries within the opulent palace walls. Each episode is exquisitely crafted and effortlessly engaging, making the series incredibly addictive. I, for one, eagerly anticipate the arrival of the second season, brimming with anticipation for what awaits. The Apothecary Diaries is undoubtedly an S-tier anime and a must-watch of 2024. Undead Unluck. S-tier. This particular choice might very well spark a bit of controversy and elicit a variety of opinions, but in my honest opinion, Undead Unluck undeniably earns its spot in the S-tier. The power system, intricately based on the concept of negation, is a completely innovative and refreshing approach, unlike anything I've encountered before. The central protagonist duo, Undead and Unluck, share incredible chemistry that practically leaps off the screen. Their dynamic partnership is so compelling that they could easily snag the award for Best Anime Couple of the Year. The core concept of denying reality itself, of bending the very fabric of existence through negation, opens the doors to countless creative possibilities, limited only by the imagination of the writers. The fight scenes are absolutely insane, showcasing exhilarating animation and inventive choreography that will leave you breathless. And the character development is flawless, with each character undergoing significant and believable growth throughout the course of the story. Just for the sheer audacity of its creativity and its commitment to pushing the boundaries of a genre, Undead Unluck deserves an S+ rating. It's a bold, imaginative, and utterly captivating anime experience. The Witch and the Beast. S-tier. What an absolutely incredible and unexpected surprise. The Witch and the Beast is a masterful blend of elements reminiscent of dark fantasy classics such as Castlevania and Hellsing Ultimate, with a subtle dash of the supernatural noir found in John Constantine. The narrative is undeniably dark and gritty, creating an atmosphere of pervasive dread and unease, but it's also profoundly engaging, drawing you into its world with compelling characters and expertly crafted dialogue. The series takes a particularly delicate and nuanced approach to magic, exploring its complexities and consequences with a level of sophistication rarely seen in the genre. While the pacing might seem a tad accelerated at times, this only serves to amplify the sense of urgency and the ever-present feeling that the stakes are incredibly high. The rapid-fire unfolding of events keeps you glued to the screen, desperate to unravel the mysteries at the heart of the story. This is an anime that unequivocally deserves a place within the esteemed S-tier family. It's a dark, captivating, and intellectually stimulating journey that will leave you craving more. Shatter Wonderful Precure. D-tier. It genuinely pains me to assign such a low rating, as I always strive to find redeeming qualities in every anime I watch. However, with Shatter Wonderful Precure, I find myself utterly devoid of positive remarks. This anime was quite simply horrible. The dialogue felt forced and unnatural, relying far too heavily on excessive exposition to spoon-feed information to the audience rather than allowing the story to unfold organically. And the transformation sequence, which should be a dazzling spectacle of empowerment and visual artistry, instead felt more like a drawn-out punishment than a captivating showcase. Honestly, it's not even worth the D-tier designation. Consider this a friendly warning. Skip this bomb and save yourself the time. There are far more deserving anime vying for your attention. My Instant Death Ability. D-tier. This series epitomizes the quintessential generic ice guy that we touched upon earlier. While the protagonist's power is undeniably OP, overpowered, a concept that could have been explored with far more depth and imagination, the overall execution leaves a great deal to be desired. Sadly, My Instant Death Ability is a prime example of squandered potential. There's a noticeable lack of meaningful character development, and the conflicts presented within the narrative feel largely superficial and inconsequential. The entire experience feels less like a meticulously crafted and engaging story and more like the author indulging in their own personal power fantasy, failing to connect with the audience on a deeper level. A genuine loss of potential, indeed. A D-tier rating is, at best, being generous to this series. Its reliance on tired tropes and lack of originality make it a forgettable entry in the crowded ice sky landscape. Ragna Crimson. S-tier. Another anime that without a doubt deserves a prestigious S-tier ranking. Ragna's seemingly abrupt transformation into an OP character is not simply handed to him, Rather, it's carefully and convincingly justified within the context of the narrative, a feat that many other anime in the genre unfortunately fail to achieve. Ragna Crimson strikes a remarkable balance between adrenaline pumping, intense action sequences, and an intricately woven and genuinely intriguing plot, resulting in an overall viewing experience that is remarkably addictive. The villains are particularly memorable, each possessing distinct motivations and captivating personalities that elevate them beyond the typical cardboard cutouts. The plot itself is brimming with unexpected twists and turns, keeping the viewer constantly hooked and eagerly anticipating what's coming next. If you thoroughly enjoyed the innovative power system and dynamic character relationships found in Undead Unluck, then you will undoubtedly fall in love with the dark fantasy world and the gripping narrative of Ragna Crimson. It's a must-watch for fans of action-packed anime with a complex and rewarding storyline. Be Air, A Tier. This series is a celebration of pure, unadulterated hand-to-hand combat. If you are a fan of the gritty, bone-crunching brawls found in series like Baki, then you will undoubtedly find yourself completely captivated by Be Air. The core premise, which revolves around rival gangs battling for control of the city's underworld, is undeniably exciting and sets the stage for a relentless onslaught of action. The animation is consistently top-notch, showcasing fluid movements and impactful blows that make each fight feel visceral and authentic. The presence of genius-level fighters, each with their own unique style and motivations, only adds more layers of complexity and intrigue to the already compelling story. The soundtrack also deserves special recognition, bringing a powerful mix of urban beats and adrenaline-pumping tracks that perfectly complement the on-screen action. Each battle carries a palpable sense of raw intensity, making you feel every punch, kick, and block as if you were right there in the middle of the fray. A very well-deserved A-tier rating for this action-packed and visually stunning anime. Do you agree with the ratings? Which anime do you think deserves to move up or down the list? If you enjoyed the video, leave your like and subscribe to the channel for more reviews like this. Don't forget to check out the video that's appearing on the screen right now.
See you next time.
This part remains unchanged, as it's the call to action.